Welcome back to On Air with Beauty Pros. My name is Linda Adriana Torres. I'm a licensed esthetician in Southern California. And today I'll be covering anything from self-care, skincare routine, advice for future estheticians, and other courses that estheticians can take for the future. Since this is my first solo episode, I'd like to introduce myself. I am a Mexican-born entrepreneur raised in beautiful Southern California. I come from a first-generation family of proud immigrant parents. In my family, I have two sisters, one older sister, one younger sister, and one older brother. I love all things beauty, fashion, and wellness. And I can't wait to share my passions with you guys. I was licensed back in 2023, and I became an acne specialist the following year. I currently own a small business studio in Brea, and it's definitely a journey. I'll get more into the journey of becoming a solo esthetician. But for now, let's talk about self-care. I think self-care is very important, and everybody's different. Everybody has their own routine. I'll share mine. So for AM and PM, I like to do skin treatments if I have time. Sometimes, honestly, I go to bed without even doing my serums. But that's okay. You can always start again the next day. And with that, also like to take care of my oral health. So I do like to use teeth whitening strips as well as coconut oil pulling. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but I've basically researched how coconut oil is great for your bad breath, which I know this is so unfiltered, but I have almost like a pet peeve of bad breath. So I just I'm very self-conscious about that. I'm going to be real with you guys. But yeah, it's one of those things that I always have to have gum with me. Anyway, for my physical health, I liked to do Pilates. I've been doing it for a little bit less than a year. I go to a studio in Orange called the New Mix Fit. They actually just opened a new studio in Fullerton. The instructors are amazing if you guys ever want to check them out. For outdoor activities, sometimes I like to play tennis or just go for 45-minute walks at the park. I like to meditate. And for my nutrition, I like to drink smoothies and juices. Collagen-based smoothies are the best. I like using Vital Proteins powder in my smoothies. And I literally just go on Pinterest. I have a lifestyle board. And I get inspired just by Erewhon Supermarket. They have smoothies there, and I just look up the ingredients on how to make one from home, which, trust me, it's a lot more affordable to just make your homemade recipes. And I also like to add electrolytes to my drinks. It's just a way for me to hydrate, because sometimes I don't drink as much water as I should be, so having that extra boost of electrolytes in your morning smoothie really helps me a lot. My skincare routine varies. For now, I've been using cleanser, exfoliator, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Whenever I'm breaking out or I have a pimple, I like to use corrective serums. And lip balms. Lip balms are one of my favorite products. Usually I break out around my time of the month. Once I'm closer to my period, then my hormones are not balanced, so I tend to get pimples around my jawline. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting to know yourself more. So when that happens, usually I start with what I'm eating. So I try to stay away from alcohol, too much sugar, processed foods, and I like eating healthier. So like even sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, or pumpkin seeds. They're amazing what they can provide for your hormonal balance. I'm getting closer to 30, so I do want to use retinol, and I recently purchased a Summer Fridays retinol products, so I'll keep you guys posted. I do have sensitive skin, so if I like it or not, I'll let you guys know. My advice for my listeners for the winter is to try to budget to get your monthly facial in as a self-care. Always, always, always moisturize, especially if you have dry skin, since we are getting into drier months. For future students or those that are interested in becoming an esthetician, I would highly, highly recommend you look up the California Board of Barbering and Cosmetology website. On there, it tells you the requirements for your education and training. Briefly, I can tell you that you are required to complete 600 hours, which trust me, it goes by super fast. Even when I was going to beauty school, it was about 7 months from February to August, but that felt like it flew by. And I did the accelerated program in the summer. I could have graduated in the winter, like you're in December, but I just wanted to graduate as soon as possible so I can get started on my business. Also, I would look into what state you're currently living in, because the requirements for every state is different. What I also love about the aesthetics world is that you can go into so many paths. There's cosmetologists, they're required to complete 1,000 hours. There's barbers, also 1,000 hours. Electrologists, 600 hours, the same as an esthetician, or a hairstylist, 600 hours. A manicurist, 400 hours. So there's definitely opportunity, and you can always specialize into what you think you are leaning to more. For me, I didn't really know what I liked because we were taught anything from waxing, facials, brows, lashes, lash lifts, lash extensions. And just through practice, I decided to continue with facials, brows, and lash lifts. Lash extensions is a bit too much for my eyesight. So, and my hands were shaking all the time, so I didn't see myself becoming a lash artist. But yeah, that was definitely one of the best experiences I had with my education, because I truly learned a lot. And the best thing too about it is that you're always learning even after you graduate. Till this day, I'm always participating in trade shows, conventions, conferences, always networking with other professionals too, and learning from one another. It's great because it's something that's always changing, and you always want to know what's in the industry, what are the trends, what's the latest technology. So it's definitely profitable in that sense that it'll never go out of style. I think that after I graduated, the one thing I was scared of is not finding my niche or where to start. I definitely struggled so much, and it really tests your faith, how much it's like how much you want it and how much you don't want to give up on your dreams. So for me, I didn't start solo right away. I actually worked for a med spa for about 6 months or so, and there I learned as much as I could. Did one-on-one, like hands-on facials. And when you're starting, you're kind of nervous because you don't know, you don't want to do things wrong or have a client have like some crazy reaction. But thankfully, it wasn't like that for me. I also did body sculpting, which I never thought I would be trained in body sculpting, but that was one of those things that if you didn't learn it in your school, then once you're out in the real world, it's something that you can always put on your resume and say, I was trained in body sculpting. So even the technology is, it's like a hydrofacial. There's the specific machine for a hydrofacial, and you can only call that machine hydrofacial, whereas there's other machines out there that do the same equivalent facial to a hydrofacial, but it's through another company. So I worked with Venus Concept, and I do liked the clients did see results from the treatments and the procedures. So I definitely learned so much just from working at a med spa. And then right after that, I was venturing into making my own business, which was definitely, and it still is, a struggle because you are a little bit of everything. You have to do your marketing, you have to do your social media, you create your own menu of what services you're providing, you provide your own, you need money to pay for your rent, and you need money to pay for your equipment and the supply. So it's a lot of investment. I did invest a lot of my life savings from working at a retail store for a few years, and I finally decided to give it a try, because I feel like you always need to, at least when you're an entrepreneur, you need to take risks, and with that, see what works out for you. So I just invested into LA Facialist, which is my own facial spa, and I am currently working both from home. So I just go to houses, or I have my clients come in to my small studio in Brea, California, and I'm so grateful that I found that spot. Honestly, the girls there, like my coworkers, are amazing, and I don't know where I would be without them, because they know what it's like to be a business owner, and like starting out, it's not that easy. So they've been nothing but angels, like super supportive. So I really appreciate them. And just with my treatment room, I've noticed just you need to have essentials, or like your basic equipment. So just to share with you guys what I think is necessary, for sure you need to have a facial steamer, and the one I bought was from Spa and Equipment, the Katana digital facial steamer. You also need a towel warmer. So for my towel warmer, I purchased one from Amazon, and Amazon is gonna become like your best friend too, because they have everything. I think I'm gonna link the products below for those that want to purchase them. But I use the Personic towel warmer with UV sterilizer, and so far it's lasted me even since when I was in beauty school. I purchased a few items, and a year later I still have them. So yeah, those are the pros and cons. You want to like invest into something that's gonna last you for years. I also invested in a hydraulic saddle stool chair with wheels. So you learn a lot about ergonomics and like how you need to take care of your back, because you're going to be sitting a lot when you do facials. So I bought that stool and it's been amazing. I really, really like it. I also invested into an eyelash lamp. It's like a light, gives you better visual when you're doing your skin analysis. I think another necessity is also the barbicide and the disinfecting jar. I like shopping at a Cosmoprof and Salon Centric. Those stores are meant to be for licensed professionals only, and that's where I get my barbicide. It's by King Research, but you can always also get it on Amazon. And obviously you need towels. I think for towels, I like them to be soft, and I bought some from Casey Boone Skincare. Her towels are great. I love them so much. Besides investing in your equipment and supplies, I also invest into my education, and eventually I want to take the graduated course from Sarah Maxwell, and she teaches all about facial massage and other tips and tricks. Hopefully become certified as a nutrition coach. And then there's also Chateau de Belle. She's known on Instagram as an expert in brows, and her brows look so beautiful, like gorgeous. So yeah, one day I do want to take or learn from her on brow laminations. Lately, it's been definitely competitive in that sense that you want to stand out from the crowd and see what your niche is. So I think for now my focus is just taking courses so that I can educate myself too. And building up your clientele is also important, because if clients are loyal to you, then they'll come back to you for your service, because they really do like your service and what their treatment does to their skin. So I really want to show myself and prove that, these facials do what they're supposed to do, and that you're just radiating with beauty and light and good vibes, because you also get such a relaxing treatment from this, and you just de-stress, which is another thing I just want to provide to my service, is distress from your work life or anything that might be stressing you in life. So yeah, I do want to talk about Acne Detective course, which I took last year, and I got certified in it. So her name is Katie. She was a student from Face Reality, and now she teaches her own course. I became affiliated with her through, I think it was either TikTok or the internet somewhere. But when I found her, I thought, okay, like this sounds like something I need. So it's a 12-week course, and it basically teaches you on business fundamentals, skin education, acne skin, acne and nutrition, acne and gut health, acne and detoxification, acne and hormone balance, acne and stress management, acne and birth control, acne and rosacea, acne skincare and treatment plans, and so much more, which now they're hitting their 5-year anniversary, and they're having a sale on the course where you get $150 off from the regular $500 price tag. But for those listening, I would really appreciate if you use my link, which I have attached to my link tree, or also attach it here in my description box. So if you purchase that through my link, you also get that discount. And at the end of the 12-week course, you just get a certificate and you become an acne specialist. So with me, this course is something that I've truly been, it's like at the core of my service, because it has helped me from my consultation forms, my intake forms, even just giving advice on rosacea. Any clients that might be battling rosacea or other gut health or hormone imbalances, this course is the reason why I further learn in depth something I didn't learn in beauty school. So I think it's just gonna benefit other beauty pros. So I truly think you guys should look into it and become an acne specialist. So yeah, that concludes my podcast for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my solo podcast, and I hope you guys tune in to the 3rd episode. I will probably be hosting it with a special cosmetologist, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.